Hey yo, okay, I want to do a video. I got inspired. So I've been trying to make a TI video, which I had mentioned in one of my last videos I really wanted to do. And I'm somewhat struggling on that. When I talk about logic, I tend to just, I don't know, sometimes I feel like am I talking about TI or TE and it gets a little messy. I do enjoy the things that get brought up, but I do want it to hone it in some more, rein it in. So I decided I'm gonna put that one off for a little bit, but I have another thing I want to talk about, and I think I just like talking about SC. Really, I don't know. It's my savior, and obviously I'm gonna like doing it. And I came here because I want to learn to blast, but um, here's where we're going with this. Okay, so I watched recently on the Objective Personality System website. They did Shan did a typing of Chris Williamson. And okay, one thing I do want to say, I'm sick, so my throat's a little wonky. I'm home alone sick. I'm not feeling well, and but I was inspired. And I'm wearing deodorant, so it's not that bad. But yeah, it's something with the system from here to there, here to there. Something's going on. And I tested negatory for, the things that you're supposed to test negatory for. Whatever. Anyway, why did I tell you that? I don't know. So Chris Williamson, I was watching it, and so first of all, I want to say I love Shan's live typings. They're my favorite thing about the site. The videos they have. The videos are, I'm on there, I've already been typed. So I'm just consuming videos, and her live typings, I learned so much from them. I love them. Yeah, she's just brilliant at doing that. Now, when she got a little argumentative, I guess I'll say, when he was talking about dating, I felt the same. I felt like that with her. I was like, yeah, I don't like what he's saying, and how he is, and then in the end, she was like, she ended up really liking him, and I see, like, yes, when you see that someone's going through a lot, and I guess the ISTP or maybe just IP struggle at being lonely, and even as I'm sorry, not lead, savior DI, I get it. I kind of get it. Yeah, I get it. Like, yes. So anyway, and my heart does go out to someone struggling with that who's trying to work it out. However, there is a reality. There's a reality that my SE is going to bring in reality. Okay. Let's apply this knowledge. Okay. So the reality is, if I were to meet Chris Williamson, and I don't mean necessarily him, but I mean masculine ST with the stats, yo. With the stats, and I love statistics. Okay, I don't generally quote them unless I've just watched something about it, or it's just like I was watching that divorce lawyer. Oh, and David Shin should do him because but he talks about stats with divorce. Now you could say, specialized in that field. He is a divorce lawyer. He sees a lot of it, so so for him to say a lot of marriages more and a divorce, that feels real to him because he's only dealing with divorce. He's not dealing with successful relationships. But he does have a good outlook. Okay. So anyway, got on a little stat thing because I do like stats sometimes. But this ST stat, so I just imagine, because part of what he was talking about was dating. So this is what I imagine. Imagine I'm on a date with someone who's giving me masculine ST, and I am an ESFP with feminine ST, feminine S, feminine T. Okay, so if someone comes to me with masculine ST, probably there's not going to be a second date. Okay, probably no, there's not going to be a second date. If I'm just hearing about stats, and and I'm seeing like this, I don't know, I just know I need to have fun on a date. yeah, I need to have fun. And I watched this thing about this man, gay man, who was talking about gay men dating men versus women. Yes. What do you call them? Heterosexual women dating men. Okay. So there was little verses, and what they said is, sometimes like, and these are comedians, and it was funny. They're like, sometimes gay men are like, I don't even like, what's your name? Like, they have a little fling, and they're like, oh, what's your name again? Or, I didn't get your name, kind of thing, Like, I don't even know this, that. I don't know what he does. I don't know, all this information. And I feel like that's kind of me. Like, when I go on a date, I had someone tell me once, okay, this was a guy. He went on a great date. He was like, "This is such a good date," and we just sat and talked, and we just spilled everything about ourselves, And I was like, "Oh no, I don't like that." And he's like, "No, I love it. She loved it, I loved it, and like that's great. Like you need to find compatibility, or that's what you're looking for, right? Something that really gets you going. But that doesn't get me going because I don't like it. I want to experience you. I don't want to know your job. I mean, sure, it's a conversation point. If we're going to be sitting in a restaurant talking, we have to find something to talk about. But I'm more going to want to talk about, like, let's people watch and talk, like in the moment kind of talking, or let's talk about what's going on around us kind of thing, or you and me, like, oh, are we going to talk about, maybe you want to eat something off my plate, or maybe that's the talking I'm more interested, or maybe we have to talk about splitting the bill, or this is the kind of talking that I'm really interested in with a person when I'm on a date with them. And so I might be like, oh, it might be a few dates where I'm like, God, what do they do? And oh yeah, they said something like they're in this field, but I don't know what that is. And now that I'm kind of maybe liking them, I'm kind of curious, like, what do they do? And so it kind of comes up for me later on. But so this, I'm going back to masculine ST, and this, I think it really is off-putting to me, very off-putting to me, to just be, and I look at someone like that who has a lot of masculine S and a lot of masculine T, which I don't know what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say something. I'm like, no, that's not true. But anyway, he has a lot of masculine S and a lot of masculine T, and he's talking about finding someone that he's interested in dating. And I just think you need someone who also has masculine S and masculine T. I don't see how, it's definitely not someone like me who has feminine S and feminine T. For me, it just is a definite no. Like, I'm seeing some right now who has feminine S and feminine T just like me. In fact, they're also an ESFP just like me. And also, English is not his first language. And I'm an energy dom, so I think this whole thing about speaking right, which I think Shan said was a TI, but it seems like our culture, a role in general, culture in general is really all about the masculine ST, right? Like we have to speak right. And I guess, it's how we communicate, but I like the non-communications. I like the things from non-communication because I'm not that great at getting out here through there. And, here I am talking about something that I like talking about and have somewhat processed, but yeah, it depends what I'm talking about, okay? If I'm blasting, I do have problems. Yeah, I do have problems. I have issues. Because I guess I'm an NT blaster, and both N and T are demon for me. So, but it isn't both feminine. They're not both feminine, just my T is feminine. So, I got that going for me. Anyway, back to communication. I find that people who do not have English as their first language, can get along with, have a camaraderie with, and it's like they can mess up what they're trying to say, because I do it too. And it just goes over. Like I worked with someone who was from another country, and well, many people, but this is one example. I'm thinking of a certain woman, and she would say something and not say it right, but I was like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I was filling in the blanks and the gaps, which you think, okay, I'm not lead intuitive, but there's something, I was feminine censoring it. And like, yeah, I don't need it to be exactly right, and I get what you're saying. And we worked in the same field. It wasn't like she was talking about something completely foreign to me. We were talking about work, and I got it, and she was having the thing in front of me, and it was probably like paper with data on it, and she's talking about it, and things don't have to be exactly perfect. I get what she's saying. And so I think people like that feel very comfortable around me, because I'm just like, I'm not going to make fun. I'm not going to be like, then after I talk to them, turn my back and be like, what the heck? Like, I'm not going to be like that, because I'm very sympathetic to the issue and the problem. Now, back to, dating someone who is not having English as their first language, to speak it very, 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 very well. But I don't know. There's things that your brain goes, I wonder, like, I have feminine thinking, so if I'm thinking, but it's TE, so I don't know, what am I doing in my brain if I have, my thinking is TE. Okay. And so also I wanted to talk about, do you ever hear something that delights you, right? But this is like switching topics, I think, a little bit. There's a cat over there, like, I don't know, there must be something outside. So, which I highly recommend, cats. So fun. Now, when you get delighted by something, this is another topic I was thinking about, and I'm drinking coffee. Now, I don't know that I should be drinking coffee when I'm not feeling well, but I have a coffee obsession, especially these colognes. You get them from Trader Joe's, and also this one might be, there's certain ones that I believe, certain ones Trader Joe's has, certain ones Sprouts has. This is the latte. I think the latte I get from Sprouts, and the cold brew I get from Trader Joe's. I think I like the cold brew more. But I have a coffee obsession. Okay, so I just love the taste, and I don't need it for the caffeine, but I could do decaf, that's fine. It's just hard to find decaf. And if you order it at, say, a Dutch Brothers, sometimes it takes a while, like, oh, it didn't go right, like it didn't, I don't know what happens, because I've never been a barista, and it is something I would love to do, but not right now in my life. I'm 51 years old, and am I going to be a barista? I don't know, maybe when I retire. But and do you see older baristas? I don't think you do, but one can dream. Okay, so there's something with the decaf, and so I'm just like, you know what, messes up a lot, so I don't know, whatever. Now, delightful, when you consume something that delights you, and of course it gets my FI, but when something just delights you, I wonder, does it delight me because it's SF? Because I'm lead SF, my saviors are SF. Does it delight me because it's NT? My demons are NT, so I'm gonna admire NT, right? Now this to me feels SF, okay, I think, and it delights me. And I'm looking up, so I looked up on Wikipedia, this band, and they're called Das, could be DOS, because I've got German background, but it's Das. I'm gonna have to hear them say it. Das Racist. That's their name, DAS Racist. And I'm going to read a little bit from the Wikipedia. It says they were, so they're not around anymore. And I saw years active, 2008, 2012. Couldn't believe it was that long ago. They are from Brooklyn, but they're an alternative hip hop group and based in Brooklyn. Now they're composed of MC Heems and Kool-Aid Deep and the hype man Ashok Kondabalu. Kondabalu? Kondabalu, aka Dapwell or Dap. Okay, Dapwell. Now, they're known for their use of humor, academic references, foreign allusions, and unconventional style. They were widely hailed as an urgent new voice in rap after occasionally being misunderstood as joke rap when they first appeared. Okay, now here's where we're getting to my delightful, although I find them delightful, period, everything, okay? Just look them up, listen to them, I find them delightful. But after rising to internet fame with their 2008 song, Combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, does that not delight you? Does that not delight you? They have a song called Combination. Okay, I think that's what let me verify Wikipedia is correct. And I'm gonna type it into the YouTubes. Now I do like YouTube. Also, I'm gonna free the information, y'all. Okay, and if you're watching me on YouTube, you might already know this. Dr. Elliot Phillips. I'm also going to look that up to make sure. Hold on. I got to get the SE correct. Also, I want to give her credit. Lady. Okay, the ladies need credit. So I've been watching her on YouTube. I found her on YouTube, okay? And because I'm watching a lot of things on YouTube that are, how to help your shoulder pain, how to strengthen, how to do all these hip mobility, how to do facial massage. I love facial massage. You know, I'm getting old. I need to do things DIY. I love DIY style. I like things that are like how to, you're looking at your screen, so you rub your ears and you rub your nose, you know, and you jump up and down, things like that. Or, here, let me look up Ellie Phillips. Ellie Phillips, that's her. Okay. I am correct. Dr. Ellie Phillips. So, teeth. I found her for teeth. And I think she said for 45 years, she has not been to had a dental cleaning. Now, she has a 4-step, kind of 5, but 4-step oral care. And that sounds like a lot, but basically what it is you get 3 rinses, okay? So I bought everything and it's cheap. So one rinse is like $12, but everything else is cheap. I mean, the Listerine was maybe around 10, but it's a humongo bottle that I'm like, this is going to last me how long? I didn't want the humongo bottle, but the price, it was almost the same price for the small one that I was like, I guess I have to buy the big one. But anyway, so what you do is there's this one rinse that I feel is the piece de resistance. And it's the opening rinse, which is like the $12 one. And you rinse and then you brush. And she does have a toothbrush she recommends. Now, you don't have to use her toothbrush. Now, I did get it. The bristles are a little bit harder, so just don't. I'm not really here to tell you about oral care, but and the toothpaste is like $2 toothpaste, Crest toothpaste. And then you brush, and then you rinse your brush out with Listerine, and you have to get certain Listerine. You can't get the specials, just get the regulars. And you get the regular and you rinse it out just once. And and she says that's her floss. She doesn't floss. She's not into flossing. No, she says you can. You know, if you got popcorn in your teeth and you want to get it out. But like to scrape between the gums for plaque, she's like, she doesn't really recommend it. And I don't think I've ever done that. I've always just tried to get food out when I flossed. I've never tried to scrape plaque. I was just trying to get food out. So I guess I was doing it wrong. But I've never, I've always, genetically, I think my teeth I'm in good shape because prior to using her system, I always had dentists tell me, or the hygienist tell me that my teeth were easy to clean. But this is another level, let me tell you. So then after you use the Listerine, though, she does recommend another rinse. And that's really it. So that's 4 steps. Now, the 5th step would be xylitol during the day, particularly after you eat, and maybe like 2 to 3 times a day, you're popping some xylitol. And my God, I have no plaque, no plaque. I'm due to get a clean in August, so I'm really curious what they're going to say about my plaque and if they're going to scrape anything off. But I don't think I have any to scrape off. So now she's saying, yeah, sometimes you can heal your gums if you have some receding. And if you have some people genetically, I guess, get periodontal disease, which, you know, I know from having cats that sometimes they will genetically, and I wish there was something I could give them, but you can't tell cat, spit it, you know, rinse and spit it, you know, you're afraid they're going to eat it. So you have to give them something that they're going to be able to swallow, you know. It's like with babies, right? You can't really give them something that you can tell them, hey, don't do this, because they're still learning, you know, how to communicate. Like, it was like hieroglyphics with a kid, right? I mean, I would love to go back. Okay, so if you had a time machine, would you love to go back to the time when we're communicating via hieroglyphics? And were we grunting with each other? I'm not sure, but I think that would be an interesting time period. Were people frustrated, or were they just, that's what they knew? They didn't know any better, and they were fine with their communication. Even now, there's frustration with all the words and everything we have. Back to Dr. Elliot Phillips, though. So I am noticing that my gums also. Yeah, I kind of had, and you could see, okay, I try not to be too gummy here, but my gums were a little paler prior, and now I have a lot more color in my gums. So I don't know exactly. I noticed that instantly, like the first time I used to, or first day, and I was like, oh, interesting, you know. And it took me like 3 days for my mouth to feel adjusted to the system. It was like 3 days, not long. And I haven't been flossing unless it's to get something out between my teeth, like, oh, I have popcorn. But then I'm noticing that when I do try to get popcorn out, like, I'm not bleeding from doing that. Like, that's, you don't bleed because you don't floss. You bleed because of plaque, and I guess, I don't know. I think she is a dentist. She's Dr. Ellie Phillips. Let me see really quick. I want to get all the S right. Ellie Phillips. I should do Wikipedia. You know, now people say you can't use Wikipedia for things, but here's the thing. I used to be on Facebook, which I'm not anymore. Okay, I don't see her on there, but, and I'm not going to really search too much because I'm making a video, but I was in Facebook in a Wikipedia group, the Cool Freaks Wikipedia, where, you know, it's people who go in and they're very serious about it. They're very serious about their Wikipedia, and then if someone sees something, they want to correct it, and I love it. I love that community. Now, I am not, you know, I'm not in that community because when I'm not on Facebook, but it's just not, I'm not one to be the person who's going to go in there and do stuff, but I do admire the skills to pay the bills. Okay, so she was a dentist for over 4 decades, and now she likes to think of herself as an oral health educator. Well, Dr. Ellie Phillips, I do think that is true. Thank you. So let's go back to Das Racist, which delights me. Okay. And, you know, the combination, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, delights me. I'm delighted. What delights you? Okay, I could go on. Yeah, that's 46 seconds of a 2 minute and 59-second song, and I think it's pretty much the same. I don't know. I love it. Now, why do I love it? Well, I love that it feels observer to me, that you look at a combination pizza and you're like, what? Okay, that feels observer, and you want to talk about it. Observer's going to want to talk about it, right? So I think they're observers, okay? Um, is my guess, question mark. Just because that song feels observer to me. Maybe that's why it delights me. And then, and maybe Energy Dom, because has a silliness to it. But also, it's a vibe. You know that, do they still have combo Pizza Hut Taco Bells? Because this song is old. But I think they still do. I definitely remember them. And it is, what a phenomena, and now it is time capsuled in this song. And I think I love that they've time capsuled it. And so, yeah, I definitely recommend checking them out. And tell me what you think in the comments. All my viewers, 0, what you think, their OPS, if they're like SF vibe, NT vibe, NF vibe, ST vibe, I don't know. And why am I so delighted? Okay, so that's my end for today. And yes, konnichiwa. Oh.